Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some insider tips on how to score the cheapest flights to Tokyo. We're talking ramen, robots, and those crazy cool crosswalks. Tokyo's got it all. But getting there? Yeah, that can put a dent in your wallet. That's why I'm dropping some serious knowledge bombs today. We're going deep, uncovering the secrets airlines don't want you to know. This isn't your average travel hack video. This is next level stuff. So buckle up, grab your passports, and get ready to book that dream trip to Tokyo. Because with these insider tips, you'll be snapping pics of Shibuya Crossing before you know it. Let's do this thing. All right, first things first. Timing is everything. You wouldn't believe how much flight prices can fluctuate depending on the time of year. And let me tell you, peak season in Tokyo, yeah, that'll cost you. We're talking about those iconic cherry blossoms, folks. Everyone and their mother wants to be in Tokyo when those trees are exploding with pink. But trust me, you don't want to be fighting the crowds and paying those insane prices. So what's the solution? Easy off-peak travel. Think late autumn, like November, when the leaves are changing and the air is crisp. Or early spring, February to March, before the cherry blossom madness begins. You'll still get that amazing Tokyo experience, but without the crazy crowds and the price tag that'll make your eyes water. Remember, travel smart, travel cheap. Speaking of crowds and price hikes, let's talk holidays. Japan takes its holidays seriously, and that means everyone's traveling at the same time. Golden Week in late April to early May, forget about it, prices skyrocket. Then there's Open Festival in mid-August. Another time when everyone's on the move. And don't even get me started on New Year's. You'll be lucky to find a flight, let alone an affordable one. The key takeaway here? Avoid peak travel times like the plague. Seriously, your wallet will thank you. Instead, be flexible with your dates. A little wiggle room can save you a ton of cash. Remember, spontaneity is the spice of life and the secret to scoring cheap flights. All right, let's talk airports. Tokyo's got two major players, Narita International, or NRT, and Haneda Airport, known as HND. Now, Haneda's the cool kid on the block, closer to the city center and all that jazz. But here's the thing, convenience comes at a price. Haneda's usually the more expensive option. Narita, on the other hand, it's a bit further out, but it can be a goldmine for budget travelers. Why? Because Narita's a hub for those low-cost carriers, the airlines that get you there without the fancy frills. Think of it like this. Narita's the gritty underdog, the one with the heart of gold and the cheap fares. Now, I know what you're thinking. Narita's further out, won't the transportation costs eat up my savings? And yeah, that's a valid concern, but here's where a little research goes a long way. Japan's got this amazing public transportation system, trains that run like clockwork and buses that'll get you everywhere. And guess what? It's super affordable, so factor that into your calculations. Plus, think of it this way, that extra hour or so on the train, it's a chance to soak in the scenery, catch up on your reading, or just zone out and mentally prepare for the Tokyo experience. The bottom line? Don't be afraid to consider Narita. It might just be your ticket to saving big on those flights. All right, so you're itching to hit up Tokyo, soak in that neon glow, maybe try some authentic ramen. I feel you, but those flight prices got you sweating, right? Don't tap out just yet. Let's talk budget airlines. First up, ZIPAIR Tokyo. These guys are a subsidiary of Japan Airlines, so you know they're legit. Think of them as the cool younger sibling offering those sweet, no-frills fares. They're all about keeping things lean and mean, which means more yen in your pocket for those epic Shibuya Crossing adventures. Trust me, every little bit helps when you're navigating the neon jungle. And hey, don't let the no-frills thing scare you off. It's not like you're flying in a cargo hold or anything. You're still getting a comfy seat, decent legroom, and most importantly, a safe and reliable journey to the land of the rising sun. Plus, you can always upgrade for extras like meals or entertainment. But honestly, who needs in-flight movies when you have the Tokyo skyline waiting for you? Bottom line, ZIPAIR is your go-to for stretching those travel dollars without sacrificing safety or comfort. You can thank me later when you're sipping sake under the Tokyo Tower, knowing you scored an awesome deal on your flight. If you're coming from Southeast Asia or Australia, Scoot and AirAsia are your new best friends. They're synonymous with cheap flights and have Tokyo on their radar. Scoot is based in Singapore, while AirAsia spreads its wings from Malaysia. Known for crazy low fares, especially during flash sales. Prices that might make you do a double take, but hey, that's all part of the adventure, right? Scoot and AirAsia connect travelers to new experiences without breaking the bank. Embrace the journey and be open to new experiences. All right, listen up. Travel hackers in the making. Want to unlock those next-level cheap flights to Tokyo? It's time to ditch the weekend warrior mentality and embrace the power of the weekday flight. Yeah, I know. Taking time off work can be a drag, but trust me, your wallet will thank you. Think about it. Everyone and their grandma wants to fly out on Friday and back on Sunday. It's basic economics, folks. High demand equals higher prices. But fly out on a Tuesday, you're basically a travel ninja slipping under the radar of all those inflated fares. Airlines know most people are stuck working on weekdays, so they often offer lower fares to fill those empty seats. It's a win-win situation. You get a cheaper flight and they get to fly with a full plane. It's like a secret handshake, only instead of a handshake, you're exchanging money for a boarding pass to Tokyo. So next time you're planning your Tokyo adventure, channel your inner rebel and consider those off-peak travel days. You might be surprised at how much you can save. Plus, imagine the bragging rights. Oh, this amazing trip to Japan. Yeah, I flew out on a Wednesday like a boss. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, weekdays are tough, but red-eye flights, those are for the birds. Hold on, hear me out. I used to think the same thing. Red eyes seemed like a recipe for jet lag and misery. But then I realized something. They're also a recipe for saving some serious cash. Think about it. Most people dread the idea of boarding a plane at the crack of dawn or landing in a new city with only a few hours of sleep. But you're not afraid of a little adventure, right? You're a budget-savvy traveler who knows that sometimes the best experiences come with a little sacrifice. And hey, red eyes aren't all bad. In fact, they can be kind of magical. There's something surreal about soaring through the night sky, the world below bathed in darkness. Plus, you'll often have the plane practically to yourself. More leg room, anyone? And that awkward moment when you accidentally fall asleep on your neighbor's shoulder? Gone. So next time you're browsing flights and you see that dreaded red-eye label, don't shy away. Embrace it. It might just be your ticket to Tokyo on a shoestring budget. And hey, if all else fails, just think of it as a head start on adjusting to that time difference. All right, folks, let's talk layovers. I know, the mere mention of the word sends shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned travelers. But hold on a second. Layovers could be your secret weapon for cheaper flights to Tokyo. Layovers don't have to be the enemy. They can be your budget-friendly best friend. Think of them as mini adventures within your bigger adventure. Instead of dreading that 6-hour layover in Seoul, why not see it as an opportunity to explore a new city? So, ditch that fear of layovers and embrace the possibilities. Let's get specific. People, imagine this. You're on your way to Tokyo, but instead of flying direct, you've opted for a layover in Seoul. Ditch the airport and hop on the Airport Railroad Express into Seoul. Stroll through Myeongdong, enjoy street food and shop for K-beauty products. Or visit Gyeongbokgung Palace for some history and culture. Embrace layovers as mini adventures and enrich your travel experience. All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to dive into some next-level travel hacking. We're talking about unlocking a whole new world of cheap flights. Everyone uses Skyscanner, Google Flights, Kayak, but there's a secret stash of deals hiding in plain sight. Japanese travel websites. Sites like SkyTicket, Travel.jp, Jalan, and Rakuten Travel. I don't speak Japanese. Neither do I. But it's not as intimidating as it sounds. Most have a decent English interface or use a trusty translator. The potential savings are seriously worth it. Flights are sometimes significantly cheaper. Exclusive deals and promotions, it's like finding a hidden alleyway in Tokyo. Venture off the beaten path. Your wallet will thank you. Now, I get it. Stepping outside your comfort zone can be intimidating, but think of it like this. The more effort you put in, the bigger the reward. These Japanese websites are like treasure chests waiting to be unlocked, and you're the intrepid explorer with the key. Plus, it's not just about the savings, although those are pretty damn sweet. It's about the thrill of the hunt, the satisfaction of uncovering a hidden gem, a steal of a deal that nobody else knows about. It's about outsmarting the system, playing the game like a pro, and coming out on top. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good challenge? So how do you do it? First, fire up your laptop, open up a new tab, and type in those magical words, Japanese travel websites. Don't be afraid to click around, explore different options, and experiment with dates and destinations. Use that translator, embrace the unknown, and get ready to be amazed by the deals you uncover. Remember, the best things in life are often hidden in plain sight, just waiting for someone adventurous enough to find them. So go forth, my fellow travelers, and conquer those Japanese travel websites. Your next cheap flight to Tokyo awaits. You know how much I love a good travel hack, a way to outsmart the system and save some serious cash. Well, get this, Japan actually wants you to visit, like really wants you to visit, and they're willing to sweeten the deal to make it happen. I'm talking about special discounts and promotions specifically for tourists, deals that most people don't even know exist. That's right, my friends, being a foreigner in Japan comes with its perks. We're talking about discounted flights, transportation passes, attraction tickets, you name it. The Japanese government, along with major airlines like JAL and ANA, are constantly rolling out special offers to entice travelers like us. They know that tourism is a huge part of their economy, and they're willing to invest in making Japan more accessible and affordable for international visitors. Now, you won't find these deals plastered all over the usual travel websites. It's all about digging a little deeper, doing your research, and knowing where to look. Think of it like a scavenger hunt, a quest for the best-kept secrets in the land of the rising sun. But don't worry, I've got your back. I'm going to share some insider tips and tricks to help you uncover these hidden gems and score some serious savings on your next trip to Tokyo. So where do you find these elusive tourist discounts? First things first, check out the official websites of Japan Airlines, JL, and All Nippon Airways, ANA. They often have dedicated sections for international travelers with information on special fares, promotional campaigns, and exclusive offers. Don't be afraid to click around, explore different routes, and play around with your travel dates. Next up, head over to the Japan National Tourism Organization, JNTO, website. These guys are like the gurus of all things Japan travel. They have a wealth of information on everything from visa requirements to cultural etiquette, and yes, you guessed it, special deals and discounts for tourists. They even have a dedicated section for promotional campaigns and seasonal offers. Another great resource is your local Japanese embassy or consulate website. They often have updated information on travel-related announcements, including any current discounts or promotions being offered to citizens of your country. It's always a good idea to check with them before you book your trip, just in case there are any special requirements or visa regulations you need to be aware of. And finally, don't underestimate the power of a simple Google search. Try searching for terms like Japan tourist discounts, Japan flight deals for foreigners, or special offers for travelers to Japan. You'll be surprised at what you might find. All right, folks, let's talk travel packages. I know, they can seem a little touristy, but hear me out on this one, because travel packages, especially for a destination like Tokyo, can actually save you a ton of money. We're talking about bundling your flights and accommodation together, sometimes even throwing in extras like transportation passes or attraction tickets, all for one discounted price. Think of it like a value meal at your favorite fast food joint. Sure, you could order everything a la carte, but why would you when you can get the whole shebang for a fraction of the cost? It's all about maximizing your savings and stretching that travel budget as far as it can possibly go. Now, I'm not talking about those generic cookie cutter packages that herd you around on a giant tour bus with a bunch of strangers. I'm talking about finding reputable travel agencies that specialize in Japan travel and offer customizable packages tailored to your specific interests and budget. These agencies have established relationships with airlines, hotels, and local tour operators, which allows them to negotiate exclusive rates and discounts that you wouldn't be able to get on your own. Plus, they often have access to insider deals and promotions that aren't available to the general public. The key to finding the perfect travel package is to do your research. Don't just jump on the first deal you see. Shop around, compare prices and itineraries from different agencies, and read reviews from other travelers. Look for packages that offer flexibility and customization options, so you're not locked into a rigid schedule. And here's a pro tip. Consider booking your package directly with a Japanese travel agency. They often have a deeper understanding of the local market and can offer more authentic experiences and insider tips that you wouldn't find elsewhere. Another thing to keep in mind is the time of year you're traveling. During peak season, like cherry blossom season or golden week, travel packages tend to be more expensive. But if you're flexible with your dates and willing to travel during the shoulder seasons, you can often find some incredible deals. So don't dismiss travel packages as just another tourist trap. With a little bit of research and careful planning, they can be a fantastic way to save money and simplify your trip to Tokyo. Remember, it's all about being a savvy traveler and finding those hidden gems that make your adventure even more epic. Alright, so you're ready to book that Tokyo trip, but hold up, don't just smash that buy button just yet. We're about to get savvy, financially savvy. See, the exchange rate between your currency dollars, euros, pounds, whatever you're rocking, and the Japanese yen, that little dance can make a huge difference in how much those plane tickets actually cost. It's like this, imagine walking into a store, right, and they're having a flash sale, 50% off everything. That's basically what a good exchange rate is like. You're getting more yen for your buck, literally. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a Forex trader overnight, but a little awareness goes a long way. Keep an eye on the exchange rates. There are apps for that, websites, you name it. See when your currency is strong against the yen, and when that happens, bam, that's your window to book. You're basically a financial wizard now. I'm going to be real with you. Predicting the market is like trying to guess how many sprinkles are on a donut from 20 feet away. It's tough, but there are some trends you can watch out for. Historically, the yen tends to be weaker against other major currencies in certain periods. Think like early in the year, sometimes around fall. Don't quote me on that, do your own research, but you get the idea. And here's a pro tip, set up alerts. Yeah, like price alerts, but for currencies. That way you'll get notified when the yen dips and you can swoop in and book those flights before it goes back up. Remember, every little bit counts. A few cents difference in the exchange rate could mean the difference between flying economy and upgrading to premium economy. And trust me, those extra inches of legroom, game changer. Okay, picture this, Tokyo, this sprawling metropolis, a concrete jungle with neon lights and more ramen shops than you can shake a stick at. It's also an aviation hub. And no, I don't mean a bunch of planes doing tricks in the sky. I mean Tokyo is a major, and I mean major destination for airlines from all over the world. Think about it, people flying from the US to Asia, Europe to Australia, chances are they might have a layover in Tokyo. That means airlines are constantly flying in and out, competing for your precious attention and, more importantly, your money. And when airlines compete, who wins? You do. This fierce competition means airlines are constantly offering deals, discounts, flash sales, you name it, to try and lure you in. It's like a constant game of airline chess, and you, my friend, get to be the king or queen, strategically picking the best deals and checkmating those flight prices. Here's the thing, don't just settle for the first decent flight you see. Shop around, play the field a little, compare prices across different airlines, different dates, even different airports. Remember what we talked about in the beginning, Narita and Haneda. Sometimes one airport might have a better deal than the other, even for the same airline. It's wild, I know. And don't be afraid to be a little flexible with your travel dates. Sometimes shifting your trip by a day or two can save you a good chunk of change. It's all about finding that sweet spot between your ideal travel dates and the best possible price. Remember, the early bird might get the worm, but the savvy traveler gets the cheapest flight to Tokyo, and that's what we're going for, right? And there you have it, folks. 10 insider tips to help you find the cheapest flights to Tokyo. We've covered everything from the best time to book to the power of the yen, all to help you achieve your Tokyo travel dreams without breaking the bank. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel tips and guides. Safe travels and see you in Tokyo.